Hey, Salakia. Once again, call halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Last video cut off, but just continuing with the from the last video, the Most High has declared war. So I'm gonna read back where we was at. Revelation 17. All right. I think I read, but I'm gonna read it again. It says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, right, having 7 heads and 10 horns, right, which is the kingdom of the so-called white man. The 7 heads is the 7 rulerships of this devil, from the Greeks, the Romans, the French, Germania Major, Germania Minor. I think I said the Spanish and the British, and then Salaki, excuse me, and the 7 heads. The 10 horns going into NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You see, so that's the power, the power structure of the so-called white man, of him coming into power. This is the prophecy all the way up until which now we have America, right? Which America is the end of this bitch. This is it. This is the tail end of his kingdom, his rulership. So that's why these things are happening. So it's saying the woman was arrayed in purple. And again, remember, the woman represents America. Purple represents rulership, right? When you're reigning, when you're on top, when you're ruling, purple is a royal color. And because remember, colors, everything has vibrations, man. The Most High made a vibration with everything. You got vibrations with the stones, with the, and I remember this was something else. Back in the school, Pastor used to bring out the point, like in the hospital, these devils know that there's certain colors that are healing. That's why when you go to a hospital, you won't see them paint the walls, black or, brown or nothing like that. It'd be white, a light white, light tone, sometimes blue, like healing colors. But anyway, reading on, it says the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, scarlet, which is red, which normally represents a crime. That's where you get the word crimson, which means red, right? And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, talking about this bitch called America, right? Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. You see, and again, going into all the different philosophies that America done pushed out, which is overall, I guess you could say in a nutshell, this New World Order, which is basically them trying to establish this new God, new deity, because they went throughout the whole world and it's all connected, and they want to connect or interconnect everything with that charagma too. So that's why that's an important part of this too. But again, just speaking about America, it says, and upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, which all adds up to 666. Because there's numeric, again, there's a vibration with everything. It's not dealing with we ain't dealing with no esoteric, Gnostic, none of that bullshit. But when you read the scriptures, when you read about the Most High, how he created everything, the Most High deals with numbers. When he created the days, how many times, how many days he made, a certain amount of days he made this, he created that. The way the Most High drew up the blueprint. Because when you draw up a blueprint, you got to remember the Most High is a great grand architect. He created everything. But he gave the blueprint to the angels, to Yahweh Shine, the angels, to basically, to do the work, the actual work, call the elements and form everything, right? So when you drafting up blueprints or whatever the case is, you got to have measurements and there's there's numbers that's involved, that certain numbers represent something. You see a 1 or whatever, you got to go to keynote, see what 1 is. That's a note for something, right? So anyway, everything, which, you could say that the scriptures are coded, but the thing is, Esau tries to go on the left-hand side with it, It's a reason why, Moses was in the mountains for 40 days, 40 nights. Yahweh Shai fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. It's no coincidence. But anyway, pardon me, still a little stuffed up. But it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. That's America. Because what? The Israelites came over here in captivity. All right? And they what? They slaughtered, and they still murdering the Israelites, so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, those of Negro and Indian descent. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. Yeah, Yahweh Shai's witnesses, man. Because why? The prophets were here, man. It said, when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, right? And then it said, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which is NATO. America's really backed by NATO. That's why they, they're the figurehead over there of NATO. That's why even right now, what they're doing now, they're sitting up there basically, they're asking the question, how far will America go with the war in Israel? They're going to go all the way, you see? Because why? And that's why even, which is going to change, which it is changing, but being that America is running stuff, that's why NATO hasn't been able to stop those, because why? They're all in cahoots with each other, okay, until the Most High separates them and break them up, all right? But, I mean, that was the point, man, going to the different point. We got that in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. So I just want to hit the point real quick, in the interest of time. I just want to come back and just complete the other video from, where we started. Joel 3 and 9. Excuse me. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, the actual other nations. Prepare war. And again, that's why Spirit had me name the show what it is. The Most High has declared war. So the Lord has declared war. And then when you go into Jeremiah, it tells you that the least of the flock shall draw them out. So these small hats, which is, these so-called Jews, these imposters, they are dragging America into the battle. But it's fitting because why? America is going to ultimately be judged from the outcome of it. America's going to be judged as well as them rats over there that's in our land. They're going to be judged. And that fire that's speaking about is the nuclear fire. So that's why the Lord said, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. You see? So now over here, what you see over here, this is what's going on still right now over there. The Gaza Strip, the bombing and everything. And this is what Israel says. It says they're ready to invade, meaning sending in ground troops to invade Gaza. They warning over the hostages, right? So now, is reading on, it says Israel continuing its blistering retaliation on Gaza, urged locals in the Strip to share actionable intel on Hamas hostages. The military offered money, confidentiality, basically trying to get snitches, or whatever the case. But I just want to get one main point. Well, this is the 4th point, right, out of the 10 points from what's happening right now from this article. It said, this is the Israel army fighting the war on multiple fronts. On Wednesday said that it struck military infrastructure inside Syria, and this thing is going to spread throughout. And eventually, that's why when you read further in Revelation, the 17th chapter, when you read down, it says they should begin to hate the whore, because all these nations, NATO nations that's in league with America, right, that's been carrying this bitch, really, are gonna, turn against her basically because of the pride, and Israel is gonna draw the so-called Israeli the so-called Jews, the fake Jews, they're gonna draw America into it, but these other nations eventually they're gonna turn on America. They're gonna launch missiles. Well, the Lord is gonna launch the missiles, but they're gonna be ready to engage in battle and shoot missiles at America as well. Because you got other nations, especially the BRICS nations, they're ready to join in. China deployed ships already, so that everybody, the stage is being set. The Lord is mustering the battle, right? So jumping on, I just want to get one other point because this is going to turn into some other shit. Yeah, the 6th point. Israel has been threatening to launch a ground offensive on the Strip in addition to the airstrikes, but it has yet to announce a timeline for the attack. They keep playing around with that. But that's not the one. Where was it? Okay, bam. Here we go. It says now the raging war could deal a heavy blow to the global economy. So everybody's going to be affected. Everybody's going to be affected. Remember, these wars, they set them up, they stage them. The bankrupt places, the destroyed places, then bidding for contracts and rebuild it up, set up the puppet leaders. There's a lot of things that change. Money changes, people become poor, prices go up, and shit is already through the roof. And this is a thing where the whole economy is going to feel it. That's why we tell you it's going to be a time, because America is pretty much destroyed anyway. It's just the illusion that they have that is still, intact. But eventually, you have to go to your nearest shipping center if you're gonna want to survive, or unless you of the elect and you have faith. See, we ain't worried about all that shit, man. Really, we waiting for it, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. I'm waiting. I pray the Lord allow me to wait with the rest of you, Akim, until the end, endure to the end. But fuck all this place, man. Let this place go. All this shit that gotta happen, because it has to happen anyway. It's prophecy. The Most High already said He's gonna do it. So, and then the scriptures say, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. So we're going to have to get in that spirit of Elijah and the prophets, man, and totally trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Don't trust in your fucking jobs. Don't trust in yourself. Don't trust in your woman. Don't trust in your family. Don't trust in any weapons, because none of that's going to help you in these times. Faith is going to help the elect, and only for the sincere brothers that are the true Israelites of the elect, all right? Not these devils. But it said the raging war could deal a heavy blow to the global economy, banking titans told an investment forum in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. The dour move from some of the gathering's most high-profile speakers underscored how the conflict threatens attempts by the world's biggest oil exporter to diversify its economy away from the fossil fuels. So eventually, the price is about to go sky high. All right. But now we just go back to where we was at. Again, it says verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Meaning what? Get ready for war. It's not no time of farming and cropping and planting and building. It's a time of war. Let the weak say I am strong. Because now you got these other nations at one time, they didn't have the weaponry like the United States. Some reports say that Iran got more weapons, more advanced weapons than the United States. From of course, which that goes in Ezekiel, what is that, 38, with Russia, Gog and Magog, be thou a guardian to them. Of course, the Most High raised up Russia. The Lord's raising up all these other countries, man, and not for them to be the next rulers of the world, because they're not, but just to fulfill prophecy and to burn the whore. All right, the Lord created them, raised them up to create those missiles, so that those missiles could be shot off. Which the Most High actually is going to be the one that's going to shoot those missiles off too, as we always say, according to the scriptures. But it says, "Let the weak say I'm strong." So that's why you got these different groups that Iran and them having to say that, because now Esau got to be careful. He got to talk to a lot of these other nations nice. He's not it ain't the day, days are far gone from, what was it, Fat Boy or whatever, when they dropped, I believe it was Fat Boy, they dropped them atomic bombs and the whole earth stood quiet before them. Now everybody's like, look, you got guns, we got guns. You got missiles, we got missiles. You got tanks, we got tanks. You got drones, we got drones. You see? So it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Yeah, the holy angels, because Yahweh Shai is going to jump into this battle. It said, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right, which is Yahweh Shabbat, meaning the Lord's judgment. So that's why you got all that tension over there in the Middle East, because that's where the Lord's going to bring the decision. That's where this is the where shit's going to pop off, and that's going to cause America to get, which they already sucked into it, right? They sucked into it, so then that's going to cause them to get some of that smoke too. And the Most High said He's going to destroy the whole of America. All right, America probably got the most targets when you check out the nuclear target sites. They got different maps and stuff, show you where the nuclear targets are and everything, right? But it says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. See? The actual nations, because they don't got next. We got next. The real true Israelites. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And the harvest the Lord is talking about is the destruction. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. The scriptures say their sins have reached into the heavens. Look what these devils did, man. They even polluted everything, man. They even blasphemed. They done spoke proud words against the Most High. They done sat there and poisoned the Lord's elect. They touched the true apple of the Most High's eye. That's not you devils, man. All right, you Edomites. That's not you so-called white people. You're not the apple of the Most High's eye. We're the apple of his eye. So it said, for their wickedness is great. Because why? They done changed the natural uses of a man, the natural uses of a woman. They done put this dirty, nasty alphabet agenda out there. And then on top of it, now they coming with that MOT to the B. All right? And they're not stopping with that. They're not stopping. And that is a wicked device, man. That's not of the Most High. We're not supposed to be sitting there letting them inject chips inside your body, especially when the Lord warned against it. You see? It said multitudes in the valley of decision, another name for Jehoshaphat. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of the decision. All right? The sun and the moon shall be darkened and the stars shall withdraw their shining, because ultimately those nuclear missiles are going to be shot off, and they form they call a mushroom cloud, which gets so thick it blocks out the light from the sun. You can't see nothing. Darkness is going to be upon this place very soon. It said the Lord also should roar out of Zion, meaning Yahweh Shai is coming back. See? That's why the Lord declared war. In the Most High, well, Yahweh Shai said, suppose ye I've come to send peace. He said, nay, but rather a sword. Because Yahweh Shai is coming roaring, right? That's why you get the roaring lion of Zion, right? It said he shall roar out of Zion, meaning when Yahweh Shai comes, he's going to let out a battle cry that's never been heard before. The whole earth is going to shake when Yahweh Shai lets that cry out, man. And they're going to get busy. They're going to make mincemeat out of you devils, man. Small work. You're going to be light work. The scriptures say you're gonna be beaten to powder, evaporated, when the Lord comes shooting the lasers and stuff from the chariots, the holy chariots that you try to say are UFOs. And utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth. See, the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people. That's why I said we don't got to worry about selling out and none of that other shit, man. Just hope in the Lord. In the strength of the children of Israel. You see? Of the children of Israel. That's why these devils want to be us, because they know who got the props. They know who the Lord is coming back for. They know who the people are. But that's us. It says, so shall you know that I am the Lord, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no more strangers pass through her anymore. All right, so with that, again, Salakia, I know I was probably bouncing all over the place. Like I said, the other video, I had to cut it off or whatever. It cut off or whatever. So now, this is just a follow-up to that, to that video. Part 2, if you will, I guess, a continuation. But hopefully, brothers are edified with that. Say, Kyle, Yahweh, Bashim, Shai, and Shalom to the sincere Akim. Shalom.